Hey kids, time for another hot steamy load of knowledge dripping down your neck and chest. Today, we're gonna talk about the greatest mind to ever live. Nope, not him. Nope, keep trying. Who I'm really referring to is the ancient Delawarean philosopher known as Sam O'Nella. Followed the school of thought known as Far from the yelling at CNN, sitting down during the pledge, philosophy centers around the rejection of simple, moderate lifestyle in favor of
screaming really loudly. Just kidding. What actually means don't mix with
profanity. While many philosophers made a virtue out of
Fuck.
Sam O'Nella took all that to a whole new level. He was the most
racist
guy out there.
Just kidding.
He was
really not
the most
racist
guy out there. For a while, his only possession was a latrine until one day he saw a child
taking a piss on a tuna sandwich.
He was like, what do I need this shit for? Now, though his way of life and perspective was unique enough, it's the way Sam O'Nella showed it that really set him apart from the rest. When someone today wants to go against society, they overthrew the entire fucking government of Honduras and make a blog post about how there aren't any
white people of
color in Super Smash Bros. On the other hand, when Sam O'Nella has something to say,
he would tell people what a piece of shit he is.
Ugh, what a scumbag.
Keep in mind, though he was a
20-year-old college kid who's never lived outside of Delaware,
that's not all he was. His wit was easily on par with his philosophical contemporaries, and his lack of inhibition meant that everyone knew it. Sam O'Nella
considered himself extremely knowledgeable on just about every topic, and the greatest philosopher in the Western world.
For example, here's an often pondered question of the day. Is water wet? Plato decided to tackle this question, and he came up with,
if your baby seems weird, that's typically a good indicator that it's weird.
Also, fun fact, one featherless biped. Plato thought he was real clever with that one. Sam O'Nella, on the other hand, he wasn't having any of it. So he said, alright you pompous prick, I'll give you a featherless biped.
I would draw what happened next, but it would probably get my channel deleted. So let's just picture it for a few moments.
So, in reality, we do not exist, and what we call
dying only a fake and dumb and stupid and dumb.
Oh god damn it, not you again. What's up fuckers? Hey, check out this person I found. Isn't it such a human? Look at him, wow. What a guy. Anyway, love to stay and chat, but I saw some trash outside that looked delicious. Smell you later, deliberator. Yes, my student.
What the fuck? Moving on.
Here's another anecdote.
Fidel Castro. This is based off of an actual conversation that he had with his team of scientists.
Holy shit, I'm blasting out of one end. My heart's a season, my lungs a wheezing. Holy shit, I'm blasting out of one end.
Get the shit.
Heart's a season, my lungs a
Prepare
wheezing.
the
metal tank.
Holy shit, I'm blasting out of one end. My heart's a season, my lungs a wheezing. Holy shit, I'm blasting out of one end. My heart's a season, my lungs a wheezing. Holy shit, I'm blasting out of one end. My heart's a season. Yep, it's a
Metal tank containing
Diarrhea.
What?
What's up?
you.
Stop driving to
Ruin
My Venatio.
Prepare the firing squad. You know, I'm getting pretty sick of you and that gay hat of yours.
Supple.
Around 2 minutes later, I hear some grown man shouting angrily. The shouts were coming from our neighbor, whose house bordered on the woods, and he's shouting things along the lines of,
"What the fuck do you think you're doing? I'm gonna call the fucking cops on you. What is this?"
Somehow, we were so engrossed in our nothing we were doing, that we somehow failed to notice the giant
Metal tank.
My friend and I walk over to get a closer look. We see
St. Jerry the goat fucker
standing on the edge of this huge
Brown tsunami. January 15th, 1919 was day at around 40 degrees. Men wore their children a little less snugly, hats huddled about the fire a little less closely, and a metal tank containing 2.3 million gallons of
diarrhea
decided to collapse. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sam, what was that tank doing in collapse? Well, young
piss
hopper, as with most things, the answer is
St. Jerry the Goat Fucker. St. Jerry the Goat Fucker
decided to mosey on over to the
Emperor Commodus' Venatio.
then gathered a crowd and decided to knock over the metal tank, getting
diarrhea
all over them. Add that to the fact that
diarrhea
is way more dense than water, and you've got a recipe for
a piss sandwich.
sending a cascade of what is essentially liquid
Shit.
careening out into the street. Eyewitness accounts of the event describe
People.
Going inside people's eyeballs.
and a bunch of dogs and horses just straight up melted. Oh, and some people too. Around 150 were drowned, and 21 were killed in the disaster. As the cylinder came tumbling down, it unleashed
Michael Malloy.
and
He was
Taking a piss on a
St. Jerry the Goat Fucker, who
turned the earth into a gun and shot
Michael Malloy,
before getting
Olga of Kiev,
who
had quite a track record for being just a total badass.
she had a bunch of birds set alight, then released all at once, resulting in nearly every house in the entire city erupting in flames simultaneously.
Because it scares the shit out of people.
That means you're slow, nerd.
Michael Malloy
Drank a nice hefty dose of fuck it all and
decided to go to the USA for help. Oh, Eisenhower. Yo, what's up? This guy, he's
Causing us to die.
well, that doesn't sound very good for business. That's not all, though. He also fucked a lot of goats. Does that sound familiar? Oh, dear. You don't think. By the way it's looking, Dwight, I'd say he's a dirty, oh god, collectivizing, no, commie. Commie! Commie! Yeah, go get him, Dwight. Holy shit, you actually did it. World Star!
all because
Salmonella?
got
Salmonella?
That's just my
Salmonella?
headcanon, though. Anyway, back to whatever we were talking about.
I'm Salmonella, and thank you for watching.
Scrooge McDuck does not exist.
I'd turn you into a racist.